Hello, ELL students. This is lesson 2 of week 5. This comes after the reading of A Secret for Two by Quentin Reynolds. In this video, we will be reviewing direct and indirect characterization, and I will be explaining your assignment for the week. Be sure to know the story really well before you begin this lesson. Also, make sure that you keep the details of this story in your mind because we will be using it again next week with our lessons. So, first we're going to start off with a review of direct and indirect characterization. So, I'm going to share my screen. This is also found on my website. So, we're going to do a brief review. So, remember, characterization is the process by which the author reveals or shows information about a character. This can happen in two different ways. There is direct characterization and indirect characterization. So we are going to be learning information about a character, whether that's told to us directly or indirectly. And that's all what characterization is. So first, we're going to review direct characterization. Direct characterization is when the author tells information about the character. They are directly telling us. We don't have to make a guess. We don't have to try to figure out what they're like. It's just directly told to us. This type of characterization is easy to understand because it's directly told to us. So we're going to use Miguel from Coco as an example. So this example right here gives us multiple types of direct characterization. Miguel is a 12-year-old boy. He is Mexican. He has a large family that work as shoemakers. He loves to play music, but his family does not want him to be a musician. This writing section has multiple examples of direct characterization. The first one, he is a 12-year-old boy. That is directly told to us. He is Mexican. That is told to us. He has a large family that work as shoemakers. That's directly told to us. He loves to play music. Directly told to us. We don't have to guess any of this information because this is directly told to us. Indirect characterization is when the author shows things about a character that reveals information about who they are. And this means that we have to infer or make educated guesses about the character based on clues. So we might have to look for examples of clues and then make a guess as to what we know about this character. In this school year, I taught you an acronym that deals with indirect characterization, the 5 examples of indirect characterization. And this was STEAL. Now, before we go over this, these questions are to help you think. You don't need to answer every single one of these questions when you are doing indirect characterization of a character. These are to help you think. So, our acronym is STEAL, S-T-E-A-L. S is for speech. So you might ask us, what is the character saying? How are they saying it? Is there an accent or information about a different language? It's possible that we can learn a lot about a character based on how they speak or what they say. T is for thoughts. What are the thoughts of the characters? Are they good thoughts? Are they bad thoughts? That can help show us information about a character. E is effect on others. How does the character affect other people? Do they help others? Do they cause problems for others? Is being around them a good thing? Is it a bad thing? These bits of information can help show us information about a character. A is for actions. What does the character do? How are they doing it? Are they doing it well? Are they being mean? Are they passionate about what they do, or do they not care? This can help show us information about a character. And L is for looks. What does the character look like? What are they wearing? How are they described? How can we learn about the character based on how they look? So for example, the example that I used in class, we talked about clothing, and how someone dresses might tell us something about that character. Maybe if their clothes are old and have holes in them, or maybe they're dirty and things like that, that might tell us that maybe they don't have money to get new clothes, or that they don't care about how their appearance looks. You have to use clues from the story in order to make a guess about a character. So, your assignment for this week is about characterization in A Secret for Two. You will complete the direct and indirect characterization graphic organizer found on my website or in the email that you receive on Sunday night. You have two options for how you complete this assignment. Option 1, you can download the Word document and type up your answers. Option number 2, you can write down the questions or the information on paper and then take a picture of it. For this assignment, you will need to get quotes directly from the story. That means you need to take actual parts from the story and use that on your assignment. If you do not do that, you did not do the assignment correctly, and I will let you know that you did not use it correctly. Also, you need to put the page number. If it's on page number 1, you need to put page number 1. That way I can know where it came from. And then you should email your work to me at my email address. So, one more time, you're going to complete the graphic organizer found on my website, either by typing in it or writing it by hand. You will need to get quotes. Let me show you what this assignment looks like. Here's the assignment. For this, you have two sections. You have a section on direct characterization, and you have a section on indirect characterization. For this, you will need to cite or write down 2 quotes and the page number from A Secret for Two, where the author tells the reader what the personality of the character is. You'll type in the quote. If you're typing on the computer, just delete this line and you can type the quote here. And then you put in the page number. For indirect characterization, you're going to find one example for each method of indirect characterization from the story. And then tell us what that shows about the character. So here, you're going to find a quote that talks about speech. You will type it in, and then you will type, what does that show about the character? Thoughts, what it shows about the character. Effect on other characters. Actions, looks. This assignment, you should hopefully be doing this assignment after the first lesson, and you should do it sooner after the first lesson rather than later so that information stays in your head. Remember, you must use direct quotes or you did not do the assignment correctly. I will notify you if you did the assignment incorrectly. So, if you have any questions about this assignment, do not hesitate to ask questions, either on our Monday afternoon Zoom meetings, Wednesday from 10 a.m. to noon, which is part of my office hours, or Friday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., which are the rest of my office hours. You'll do great. Ask questions if you need it. Do your best work and get some good quotes. Have a good day, ELL students.